We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I am your host, Bumpy McSquigums, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to check out Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered. Yeah, it's a nice short name for a title. It's totally fine. It is by Bandai Namco. You guys know they hate me and do not work with me, so this was just something I picked up, and we'll give it a shot. Released May 21st, 2025. We'll see what this game. It's a remaster of a game that I don't even know when the original released, what it released on, or what have you. But you guys know that I'm a relatively big Gundam fan. I've really enjoyed many of the games. I enjoy the shows, and so on and so forth. I've built several, like about a dozen or so Gunpla over the course, so you guys know. Anyway, let's see what's up. Create a pilot that will fight as your avatar in the world of Gundam Seed. Enter your pilot's name. Changes cannot be made after completing pilot creation. Good to know. Oh, then we get to select whether we're a natural or a coordinator. Pilot face. Select your pilot's face. Stats vary based on the face type you select. Huh. Select faction. You can select your faction. Missions vary based on the faction you select. Selecting Zaft will limit your pilot type to coordinator only. If we wanted to be part of Zaft, okay. Select your SP attack. SP attacks are performed by spending SP charge during missions. You can change your SP attack even after pilot creation. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we have a name. Let's be the Bumpy. I bet it's not going to work. It's probably going to be one of those things like, you can't use the word bum. Because, again, Bandai Namco hates me. B. McSquigums. See, that works. Just clarification. Again, I don't know who's so insensitive that the word bum is a curse word. Literally means butt at the very craziest of things. And it's only part of a name. The PY negates it, but what do I know? I wonder, can I use a... Oh, okay, never mind. We can get around it. I'm Beta Umpy. I'm glad I still remember that code to get the B. All right, so we're still Bumpy McSquigums. We're just using the beta symbol for our B. It's totally fine. You have to work around certain things when companies decide they're going to censor things that shouldn't be censored. Or again, possibly they just hate me and they decided, well, if we remove bum, there is no Bumpy. That's possible. Anyway, natural or coordinator. Humans born without genetic modification. Though they grow at a fairly quick pace, their initial stats are low, and they face limitations when using certain mobile suits. And then, of course, the coordinator, a new race of genetically modified humans. Though they possess high initial stats, their growth is rather slow, and their abilities increase based on fixed skills. I think we're going to go with natural, even though coordinator is probably the better call. And then we have stats that change based on our face. We are going to go with CE-71 Earth Alliance forces, but it's either them or Zaft. The military organization of Earth Alliance, whose primary contributors include the Atlantic Federation, the Republic of East Asia, and the Eurasian Federation. And then you have Zaft, the all-coordinator military organization of Plant, led by the political council bearing the same name. We're going to go with the Earth Federation, or the Earth Alliance forces, excuse me. Alright, let's see what our different faces are. You can select your pilot's face. Your face determines your basic stats and starting abilities. Stats improve based on mission performance. Equipped abilities can be unlocked by completing missions and changed later. Pilot abilities are divided into passive and additional types. Passive abilities. These abilities are always active during missions, and you may equip up to 2. Some abilities are very powerful, but cannot be removed. Interesting. These abilities, the additional ones, are automatically active when your HP drops below a certain level. Huh. And then our various stats. Health increases your suit's HP. Range increases your suit's ranged power. Melee power. Defense reduces your suit's chances of being staggered and how much damage it takes. And piloting improves a balancer. Performance and reduces thruster consumption. Okay. Awareness increases lock-on range, and SP increases the SP gauge charge rate. Okay, so there's our first phase. I feel like piloting is pretty important. So 16. This phase. Health, melee range, defense is high. Well, I don't want 12 piloting. Let me just look through these for a few seconds here. There's not really a lot that I'm saying. Like, this is okay-ish. I think I want to go with this. I think I do. But let's check the abilities. Stalwart and attitude control. Starting passive abilities. Stalwart increases HP, projectile, and beam defense by 50%, but reduces damage dealt by 33%. I don't like that. Attitude control doubles balancer effectiveness, reducing landing shock. Scout doubles lock-on range. Cold-blooded increases damage to down enemies. Double shield duration for impregnable. Okay. Nimble extends invincibility when sidestepping. Deft cannot be pulled by wires. Immune to shock, flashbang, and taunts. Quick increases unit's turn speed. Coordinator removes MS use restrictions. All stats plus 9, including MS, HP, and pilot health. Rage. These are the additional abilities. Increases damage dealt to enemy units by 50% when activated. Prayer makes you and your partner temporarily invincible. Intimidate makes you temporarily invincible. This effect lasts longer than prayer. Repair restores some of the HP to your suit. Alright, I don't want stalwart. I think I want quick, actually. Impregnable and repair. Yeah, that sounds okay. We double check what quick is again. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna go with this guy then. Or this girl, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Alright, then we have hyper attack or hyper mode. Become invincible or slow motion used to slow down surrounding movement for a time. We'll go invincible. Alright, confirm pilot creation. Yep, that's us. Create a partner to fight alongside you. Huh. Well, I think I'm going to go coordinator this time around. Attitude control and rage. What is attitude control? Okay, sure. That's fine. We're going to go coordinator. Hyper mode. Yeah, it's fine. We got to come up with a name. Let's see. What should we do? I don't honestly know. Betty. We're gonna just go with Betty. Why not? Oh wait, hold on. We can double down on the. There we go. Betty. Betty could be a guy, could be a girl. We don't know. It doesn't matter. All right, Betty is our person. Much higher starting stats, as we should know with them being a coordinator. Yep, Betty and us. Neo Lorinoke. Yeah, Neo, not Leo. I think I said Leo. Neo, that's fine. Tutorial Mobile Suit Operation Manual. Commencing the test. We will now begin our mobile suit operational tutorial. Here you will learn how to pilot and fight your way to victory through the Gundam Seed universe. You can review these instructions at any time by accessing the tutorial guide or help from the pause menu. Pause menu, tutorial guide from the pause menu. Now let's get started by moving our mobile suit around. Move with left, change camera with right. We can invert in the options. Yeah, no, that all works for me. Use your thrusters to dash and jump. When the gauge reaches 0, your thrusters will overheat and you will temporarily be unable to use them. X. Okay, got it. Got it. X. Sure. Oh, our boost is terrible. Also, very, very, very loud sound effects for me, but I think I have my volume turned up more than I normally do in my head. There we go. Alright, let's see. Just regular jumping. I'll take you on. It's a Jin. Mobile suits can carry both main and sub-weapons. Main attack, sub-weapon attack. Oops. I'm a hero. We gotta open a container. Oh. I see. Box! Alright. We've opened a container. What are we doing now? Perform special shots by holding down the circle button. Special shots include predictive aim, snipe mode, multi-lock, and stacked lock. Different mobile suits have different special shots available. Your mobile suit in this tutorial could use predictive aim. Calculates your target's trajectory and leads your shots. The longer you press, the more accurate the calculation. Cursor will turn red when it's at maximum. Alright, press the triangular button to perform a close range attack. Follow up with another close range, or another melee attack to perform a combo. You can also perform melee attacks while dashing and jumping. Combo, combo, combo. Dashing and jumping. Got it. Okay, I did it. They thought that was a jumping strike. That was not a jumping strike. That was a dashing strike. But that's fine. Ha! 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 Perform powerful attacks by spending SP. Charge shots with L1 and circle. Charge strikes with L1 and triangle. Charge boost with L1 and X. Charged boost strikes. Okay, yeah, got it. Spend 1 SP gauge to fire a powerful charge shot. Select a main weapon will be automatically reloaded after use. Charge strike will spend half a SP gauge to perform a powerful charge strike. Spend half a gauge to do special speed boost. And, of course, the extra thing. Alright. Yeah. Spend 3 SP gauges... SP gauge charges 50% to perform an SP attack. That would be circle and a triangle. Both mobile suit and pilot have unique SP attacks, of which they can select one before deployment. There are 2 types of SP attacks. There's a lot going on here. Hyper mode and slow motion. Hyper mode is temporary invincibility, where slow motion slows everything down. Has no effect on seed awakened units. All right. I'll show you. Haha. Enemy reinforcements. We're saved. Allied unit confirmation. When a target becomes available, press R1 to lock on. It'll make it easier to fire at. You'll be able to adjust the camera while unable to adjust the camera while locked. Okay. You may target your locked target when there are multiple targets nearby. The 2 toggle methods are standard and classic. Standard is the default setting. It can be changed in the options. Here we'll go over standard. Instantly lock on to key enemy units such as attack targets, enemy aces, or the nearest enemy's mobile suit. Toggle to next attack target or enemy ace while locked on. Attack targets will be locked onto first. Toggle to closest enemy will be down. Toggle horizontally will be... Okay, got it. I mean, I think I do anyway. I would have had you. Vulcan attack. Vulcan. There it is. Alright, switch to the closest enemy. I say, I know there's somebody up there. Okay, issue orders your partner with that. Okay. Up for melee, left for ranged, prioritize defense, perform an SP attack. To attack the nearest enemy. Okay. Okay, we've arrived at the end of the tutorial. Now try defeating the enemies. You can review the instructions later at any time by help menu, pause, system, data menu. Got it. Ow, they shot back. I'm not supposed to be able to do that. You fool. We did it. We're heroes. Yeah. Alright, well, I mean, it was okay, I guess. A false piece has been added to the story missions CE-71 Earth Alliance Forces. It is a bit clunky. I assume as we get further along, we unlock additional mobile suits, we do stuff. It will be less clunky, a lot more fluid, especially once we start getting Gundams and things of that nature. I don't know for certain. Some of the older mobile suit / Gundam games were a little rougher. They were a bit clunkier. They didn't do the best of jobs at... I don't know how to say it. This didn't do the best of jobs of making you feel like you were like in a mobile suit and able to do the things that you saw in the shows. Still cool, but there was like a slight disconnect there. That's why, to me, I'm still waiting, and I hope it happens one day, though I don't think it will. I want to see an Armored Core style game from Software created for the Gundam franchise. I cannot imagine how incredibly good that game would be. I know From Software tends to like to stick to its own IPs, its own stuff that it does a great job. Many of their games, I think, are fantastic. But, I would love it so much. Can you just imagine? Armored Core style of like movement and control and everything else, and then it's tied to a Gundam game with all these various mobile suits. Oh, the dream. But we don't have that right now. Okay, so we go back to the title if we wanted. We can do free missions. We can go into system and data. We can remove restrictions. In addition to finishing the game, you can also remove restrictions by meeting certain conditions. Use view removable restrictions to check their types, conditions, and effects. Remove restrictions on editable items for original pilots to create. Type and face type will be changeable. Also, natural type will be available for the selection even by the Zaft faction. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Alright, well, we don't need to really go into that right now. We're kind of just dipping our toe in. Let's do another mission or two, maybe? And we'll see where that puts us. Oh, it's got a rating system. I'm never a fan of that, but that's fine. In story missions, you can play missions that follow storylines in the Gundam Seed series along with original missions. New missions are unlocked by completing missions or certain conditions. Makes sense? You have the option to switch factions in certain missions. However, once you've made your decision, playing the same mission again will not allow you to switch back. You'll be able to play missions for the other faction after you finish the final mission of CE-73. Sortie restrictions. Use sortie restrictions for each mission from the select suit screen. Mission difficulty is difficulty levels indicated by the number of stars. The more stars there are, the more difficult the mission is. View your best score for the mission. Okay, got it. A false piece. The Alliance's clandestine mobile suit development project was proceeding on Heliopolis, a neutral Orb Union resource colony. But 4 of the 5 mobile suits have been captured in a Zaft attack. Protect the remaining mobile suit at all costs while preventing the 4 captured suits from escaping. Yeah, that's pretty much how it starts. Yeah. View mission info and adjust sortie settings. You can find mission win/lose conditions and terrain restrictions here and adjust player and partner sortie settings before moving to mobile suit and pilot selection. In story missions, mobile suits may have period restrictions, while pilots may have period and faction restrictions. These restrictions do not apply to other faction missions. These restrictions can be removed with when certain conditions are met. You can also select SP attacks that players and partners use during the missions. Pilot SP attack, suits SP attack, yep. Combo SP attack, use special SP attacks that can only be used with certain suit and pilot combinations. Okay, makes sense. Djinns need to be defeated. The Archangel being sunk is a bad thing. I'm fine with us just being in these things. I don't think we have anything else. Like, I think all we have are the strike daggers, which didn't exist at this point in time, so it's kind of weird, but it's fine. Or at least I don't think they did. View mobile suit information, deployable suits, and sortie settings. New mobile suits will be unlocked when you meet certain conditions. Once you have unlocked additional factions, you can switch between them and view lists by factions. Some suits are able to swap out their loadouts. Some mobile suits have different features which have different effects. You can toggle descriptions to view these effects. Alright. Mobile suit info. Terrain restriction. List any terrain restrictions. Mobile suits cannot be deployed on maps where the restricted terrain is prevalent. Redeploys. This is the number of times a suit may be redeployed during a mission if it is destroyed. Weird. This is the cost of the mobile suit. Tuning can increase the cost, thus decreasing the number of times it can be redeployed. Interesting. Alright, all we seem to have is the strike dagger with nothing else we can do. We could tune it if we knew what we were doing and or have resources to do it. You can allocate points to tune the stats of your mobile suits and your weapons. TP, tuning points. The points required for tuning... Tunable? Tunable TP indicates the maximum points you may allocate toward weapon and mobile suit tuning. Weird. GP, global points. Points that can be spent on any mobile suit. Converting these over to TP when you are low on points for tuning. Overtune. You can tune beyond tuning limits by spending 3 times more than the standard TP cost. Removing tuning limits will eliminate this additional cost. Tuning gauges. Base performance is 1. Okay. Performance improved by tuning is the blue. Performance improved by overtuning would be the light blue. Or 3, it's fine. Performance improved by spending GP is 4. Performance decreased by retrofitting would be like that in 5. And by improved by retrofitting would be 6. Interesting. Mobile suits with retrofitting, transformation, and extra armor features may have different weapons and stats from each form, which you may toggle through and tune separately. Mobile suits may have stats and weaponry shared across each of their forms. This sounds all very complicated. Thankfully, we don't have any TP, GP, or anything that we can really do. So this is what we're running with. We seem pretty overall weak, but that's okay. Gotta start somewhere. Alright, I think we're ready to deploy. And let's do this thing. Nani? No. Oh, there we are. Cosmic Era. Sorry, Cosmic Era simmering tensions between Earth Alliance and Plant erupted into full-blown conflict when the Alliance launched a nuclear attack against the Plant colony of Junius 7 in an incident known as the Bloody Valentine Tragedy. In retaliation, Plant's military wing ZAFT initiated Operation Ouroboros on April 1st of CE 70, launching neutron jammers to suppress nuclear fission reactions all across Earth. ZAFT took early advantage of this devastating blow to Earth's energy production with its close combat-ready mobile suits. With its superior numbers, a swift Earth force's victory was never in doubt. However, the initial prediction proved incorrect, as the conflict turned into a bitter war of attrition, entering its 12th month. Lagging in mobile suit development, the Earth Alliance finally succeeded and secretly producing 5 new mobile suits in Heliopolis, with the tacit cooperation, tacit maybe, cooperation of the supposedly neutral nation Orb. Having caught wind of this development, Zaf made plans to seize the new mobile suits by force. One pilot on a G-pilot escort mission would be drawn into the great maelstrom of history as a result. Was that, Mulaflaga? Andrew Waldfeld. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Battle Destiny. Alright. What are we doing? Phase 01, A False Peace. Heading out. So saith Bumpy McSquigums. It's Nardale. Sorry, I didn't read what you said. Commencing operation. Alright, well, let's start shooting. It's Isaac Jewel. Oh, aren't you a beauty? I'll take these 3 back. Commander La Crusade will have your hide if they're damaged. New mobile weapons are... That was way too fast to read. Oh god. Oh god, I should not be... No. No, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Ow. Oh. Maybe we can defeat Dirka. Alright, I took one of them down. Alright, next. I'm sorry I'm going to be missing a lot of stuff. I'm also going to go get this box. Enemy ace within, we were unable to capture the target. We got one of them. I know I probably shouldn't be going for boxes right now, but I feel like also I should be going for boxes. Alright, the Archangel is seemingly having some issues. And it's being attacked. Did Mulaflaga just fly down into the ground and crash it? That was funny. Get him, Betty! Alright, we got a warning. It's Atherin Zala and the Aegis. This is insanity. How do they expect to control a machine this complex with outdated OS? We have Miguel. Alright. I want the Aegis down. I'm gonna take it down. The Aegis is not gonna... The Aegis might survive. Uh-oh. Alright, I defeated the enemy ace. I don't think I've been taken out yet. Now we're gonna go after Miguel. Moo and crew are taking the fight to him. Alright. Goodbye, Miguel. Alright, enemy ace, heavy damage. We took down a couple of them. We're not supposed to be able to do that. Target confirmed. There it is. I was hitting the wrong button this whole time with the special skills. Alright, we did it. Very well done. Thank you. I was hoping you'd notice. I don't think we had to redeploy at all. Zapped, mobile suit, destroy. Who is this kid? It's Maru Ramius. Yeah, give me the gun out. What's up? I might be sparking a little bit, you know. It's all good. A B rating, okay, sure. View your results after completing a mission, key scores, and ranks earned. Pilot stats, experience points based on the mission performance. A B's probably not very good, to be fair. Enemy units destroyed during the mission is the kill list. Ranks E to SS are based on your total score. The score required to attain each rank, vary based on the mission and can be found on the results screen. The sum of each score is your total score. Clear time, the time it took to complete the mission. The faster the clear time, the higher the time bonus. Base score, the HP bonus is based on your number of redeploys and remaining HP. Time bonus is based on the mission clear time. Kill score is based on the enemy units you defeat. The details behind the score can be viewed in the kill list. Extra score, a bonus for accomplishing certain mission objectives. Those vary by mission. And then we have TP and GP, tuning points and global points that are used to tune your mobile suits. TP is specific to each unit, while GP can be used for any mobile suit. TP and GP that you earn are based on your total score. The amount of GP you can earn also varies by mission type. Okay. I mean, I don't really think I could have done too much extra. I sort of wish it would show me like maybe a breakdown of how close I got to A and S and so on and so forth, but I think a B rating's not too bad. The clear time's probably a little bit longer. We did get a couple of extra shots in there because we did take down the Buster and the Aegis. So yeah, HP bonus, time bonus. I feel like we did okay. Pilot stats, we both leveled up. Betty got a better level than I did, which is sort of disappointing because I would have assumed that my stats would have gone up higher because they're supposed to have slow growth and we're not. But that's fine. We took down 7 Jin, a Buster, an Aegis, and Miguel's Jin. So there you have it. That's the result. All right, confirm. Return to the mission select screen. Yeah. Counterattack signal has been added to the story missions CE-71 Earth Alliance Forces. Phase shift down has been added to the story missions CE-71 Earth Alliance Forces. EX, a false piece, has been added to the free missions. And CE-71 Earth Alliance Forces, a 105 dagger is now available. And we also have Mula Flaga available as, I guess, a pilot. All right. Well, there you have it, guys and gals. We began our first endeavor. We got through the tutorial. We got into a mission. It is a little clunky. It is a little awkward. For me, I feel like the melee should be on square. Shooting and the other one can be on the other buttons, like on triangle and so on and so forth. It's a little bit different than how I would have the controller mapped out, I suppose. But it's fine. I'll get used to playing it and figuring out how things go. Anyway, I'm glad I got a chance to check this out finally. I've had it for a little while. I haven't played it, and I wanted to do so. If you guys are wondering, I'm not sure when I'm going to post this episode, but probably before the launch of Super Robot Wars Y. Super Robot Wars Y is coming out, I believe, on the 27th or something along those lines. And I feel like it might be a standalone game, or it might follow along the lines of Super Robot Wars X, V, or T, which I have all 3 of, but I haven't played any of those on the channel yet. I played a little bit of 50, Super Robot Wars 50, which I did like, and I do want to play more of. And I played a bit of Super Robot Wars OG The Moon Dwellers, which is the oldest of the games that I have available to me. And I would like to finish that one first before I really dive into too many others. But with the Y coming out soon, there's a very real chance that I will hit Y hard and try to finish that up, as it's a new launch and I'm going to pick it up. Anyway, folks, I went off on a couple tangents, decided to pull them all out. Super Robot Wars Y, once it launches, we're going to grab it, we're going to play it, we're going to have fun. It's going to be the first of the Super Robot Wars games that I'm going to actually play at launch. And I think it's going to do well on the channel. It is tactical turn-based strategy games with its own unique flavor. If you guys like it, which I hope you do, I will definitely be playing some of the others in the series, because I have 4 or 5 of the games already, and we've kind of barely dipped our toe into a couple of them. So We'll see how it goes. Anyway, folks, that's it for this episode. If you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, or any of that stuff down below in the description of the video, there'll be various links, just like there always are. And until the very next episode, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.